Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to talk a little bit about carpal tunnel. A lot of people, unfortunately, are in front of the computer too much or they just use their hands too much. And we just live in that day and age where most things are going to be done on the computer or we're going to have to drive a lot utilizing these hands. Unfortunately, the tendons up in here tend to get really tired and overworn out. And there is things that you can do to help prevent and to help kind of maintain your arms. I call this kind of like the brushing and flossing. So what you'll end up doing to kind of help offset so that you don't have tendonitis and or carpal tunnel is to use a massage gun and or a TENS unit. I'd probably say both of them are really good. And it's something that you can do kind of on a regular basis to just make sure that you maintain your hands. Now, you'll use something like this, a massage gun. A lot of people have these. They usually have a lot of different attachments. These are the two attachments that I like to use. I like to use this one for the bigger muscle groups, and I like to use this one for like the hand itself. So if you're going to use something like this, say for example, this is the hand I'm trying to work on, we're typically going to go from about elbow to the thumb area in that general direction when we're using this. We'll turn on our machine here, and then what you'll do is you'll just kind of end up rotating it as you're coming down the arm slowly. It's kind of rotate it, and you're going down, and you keep going back and forth slowly. You might hit some tender spots, okay? So as you're rotating this back and forth, that's what you're going to want to do because this is the kind of what you've been doing all day long, and that's a good motion to do. And then I also go up and down like this and allow the muscle fibers to kind of slide underneath the head. So that way we're not just doing this. We're actually letting the muscle fibers slide. And so this is a very good way of getting in deep to those muscles and allowing them to kind of relax. So that's one thing that you can do that'll help kind of bring circulation to the area as well. Then you can take your head, switch your head that you have on your massage guns, and you can use this in your palm of your hand as well. This is also good for trigger finger, by the way. So you'll end up turning this on, and then, let me turn this down a little bit. You'll end up putting it about here where the carpal tunnel kind of exits, okay? You'll end up hitting here at the palm of the hand. I also hit right up in this area right here, right where the pad is. And then I will make a C with my hand, and I'll come right in here, and I'll get this area as well, okay? And this feels really good because we use and crimp our hands a lot too throughout the day. And I'll also take my thumb and kind of go around the head of it like this. So I'll do this, and I'll hit all of these pads here. I'll do this for about 1 minute twice. I'll come in here, come into the middle. I'll come up and over like this, and I'll slowly kind of go over all of those areas 1 minute twice. I'll hit this up 1 minute twice as well. And then one more thing you can do is you'll take your massage gun up in here. I'd probably use a flathead for this. And I'd also hit right up in here, not so much on the bicep itself, but on this muscle here called the bicep brachii. It crosses over the elbow, and it then extends down to the fingers. So a lot of people will be like, well, yeah, I'm having pain in my elbow, and it's usually coming from this muscle, by the way. And so you end up kind of going back and forth like this, kind of slowly moving it back and forth on the outside here. It is something that you can do by yourself, thank goodness. And then you go back and forth like this, and you also hit here as well, right there on that sky, because that's where it attaches. So it goes from here, and it attaches down here. So you kind of go back and forth right here, and you kind of go forward and backward with your bicep like this. And that should, if you do that 1 minute twice, feel a whole lot looser and lighter in your hand. The last thing you can do, you can also use a TENS unit. And so a lot of TENS units kind of look like this. These aren't super fancy, but you know what? These do the trick, and these last for a long time. I do like these ones better. These ones are considered the analog, and they have a battery that you can switch out as opposed to the rechargeable ones. So I typically like to have these, and I place these patches right here and here and up here as well. So if I'm going to place these patches, for example, typically I will place one here. Let's see. One here, here, and then I'll place another one here and a little bit higher up. All on those same areas that I was telling you to hit with the massage gun, you'll be doing that here as well, okay? Now, if you do have hair on your arms like I do, it is typically nice to have an ace bandage. That way you can get it and it will hold tighter to the skin. If you do that, you'll also want the patches and the pads to all go in the same direction here, and then you can wrap that, as opposed to having the cords all kind of bundled up. So you'll use this, you go to as far as you can tolerate as far as intensity goes, and then the muscle will then relax and contract and relax and contract. You can have it pulsing or you can have it on solid state. Either one works really well. Um, Between that and the massage gun, you're going to notice that you're going to end up with a lot better, a lot looser muscles, and you will avoid hopefully having carpal tunnel surgeries and those kinds of things. Obviously, getting adjusted in the wrist is important too. There are 7 bones in here that can actually kind of grind together and push down on this median nerve, and this is where chiropractic was going to help you and really shine as well. So keep watching us for more health tips. Take care, guys.